It would be good for this kind of stuff. PUBG has basically solidified itself as in the top 2 games in the world right now between Fortnite and PUBG. With competitors coming into the market that are full price, I think going free to play, let's say before Blackout comes out, for instance, I think that would be a really good counter to all these competitors coming in from AAA studios who cannot afford to put out a AAA game that's free.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Absolutely, I think people would buy it. Before they didn't have purchasable items.
Yeah.
Or as many.
Yeah, it was hard.
Now they do, so that's the trade-off. You know, give you the opportunity or the option.
It seems like they're going away from the crate system as well. Like there's the Twitch Prime crates, which are great, but the paid crate system is, I think, a little bit antiquated. But just basically being able to purchase skins that you like the League system, I think that's a good way to look at it.
You should. Who do you write for that stuff?
Who do I write it?
Yeah, you need to send a letter.
Don't bother anybody on PUBG Corp. Like Moses said to start sending you tweets about something that he has no control over.
No,
and then
I'm not telling Chad. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been pretty vocal about it, but here we are on Erangel, and it looks like we've had a fairly decent playing path. Moving left to right now is a whole mass of players trying to get, again, as far away from that playing path as possible. And this is the Raining Crates game mode, and we're going to have a military circle. So the guys that have gone down south, that's what's up.
Zarky, we've got a team all the way in the northwest up there. A team just to their east. And one in Giorgio. They're going to have quite a trek coming into the first circle. Fight's already happening on this drop. Look at all those. They're all just clunched up together.
What was that word?
I know. I was going to say crunched and then clumped at the same time. But, you know, I committed.
They're squanched together.
Either how. Oh, gosh. Initial fight's happening right smack in the middle of the map. 2 teams in the Novka military base.
I hate this compound that he's in. I die here so often because the high-low compound here is so difficult to manage sightlines, and I get murked all the time. And for those of you who are participating in the discussion about free-to-play, I wouldn't look at it so much about the new players coming in and whatnot and how it would be toxic, because PUBG is not a game where you, unless you're playing random duos or squads, that you can necessarily be toxic. But you also have to look a little bit at things like Face It. For those of you who are more competitively minded, maybe looking to take your game to the next level, get into that competitive side of PUBG. Games like Face It, or sorry, platforms like Face It are really good to kind of get that going. But I think it's time for a fresh wave of players that we can destroy, because we'll all know better and they'll all be horrible. So like, just imagine, like on Fortnite, they're playing against console players, right? And it's just like PC players just crushing. That's what makes Fortnite so fun, is because you're just shooting people who can't even compete with you. So I would love to see a new crop of players come in.
Yeah, I love it's hunting season, everyone. Go get them Bambis. It's always the best. Show them a lesson. It's kind of like the whole hazing mentality, maybe.
Yeah.
Welcome to PUBG. Now die.
Not your Fortnite game, kids. We know what, we were walking down the street. I was going to dinner with Kylaris, who's doing the ESL PUBG event. He's doing the mobile event, and we were walking past this theater, and these kids saw my PUBG hoodie, and they came out. And they're like, as I was approaching them, they started saying, like, they started looking at me, and then they started to trash me as I walked by. They whisper like, Fortnite's better, and I was like, haha, like you know, whatever. And then as I got further away, they started trashing me harder. Like the further down the street I got, and I like turned to like go back, and they all went back inside Chuck E. Cheese's or whatever they're hanging out at.
Yeah, because they were getting further and further away from their keyboard.
I was just gonna, yeah. They're like, oh my God, he's coming back! Turn around.
Oh no, IRL.
Wait a second.
I don't.
No, it was all good natured. It was all good natured, but it's funny. You see that all the time. It happened to Gamescom too. Some kid just walked into our hotel lobby, and they're like, "Do you know anyone from Epic Games?" And I was like, "No, we're here for PUBG." And the kid just went trash and turned around and walked out of the. He just left the hotel. He just came in looking for someone that was anywhere near Fortnite, and he just. That's the second time I get trolled by kids all the time in the street.
Because you're wearing the same hoodie every day.
Yeah. Well, I have different. This is actually a different one.
This is why you smell.
Yeah. Well, I do laundry from now to tan.
Okay, so you wear two.
I have two hoodies.
Day.
Listen, I have the gamer uniform down to a T. All right, we can't just all be.
Be what? What, Moses?
A beautiful girl.
What? You
So
wanna be a
pretty.
girl?
I would like to be.
That's fine.
Sometimes.
Make it happen.
When I get that skin.
We're gonna bring you yep, we're gonna get you all geared up, ready to go.
I have a wig and
Yeah.
some lipstick, and I write a list of names in the mirror. And guess who's gonna be number one on that list?
Miss Moses.
No, you missed it.
Dang it.
Did you never see Happy Gilmore?
I've
With
seen it.
Steve
I
Buscemi
can't-
writing the names of lipstick of all the people that bullied him in the mirror and then goes to murder them all.
Oh wow, we just went there. Okay. Usually people write nice things in lipstick on the mirrors, but I guess
Nope.
you are going
Just a murder
straight
list.
to the dark side.
Yep. Oh, there's a tiny webcam
my
in the bottom
surprise.
left there. It's a tiny person down there. So, mad dash to the military island is beginning.
This is Lady Karen. We were seeing a lot of action from her earlier
Oh.
in the last map.
So she's, from what I recall, probably close to, or if not last place. So for Karen, it's time to get it going. She's just hauling. Billy Madison, sorry, chat, I messed it up. My bad.
Oh.
Billy
Get
Madison
him,
was
chat.
it. Sorry.
Get him, Moses.
There was like the '90s run of Adam Sandler movies, which were all kind of the same in my brain because they were all good, like Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore,
But they're not.
Billy Madison.
That's why they have different titles.
Well, they're similarly made. Adam Sandler's not like a very diverse actor. He's a
So-
funny guy, but he's not like a. Actually, Punch Drunk Love was the best dramatic Adam Sandler movie. That was a really good movie too.
Yeah. So every movie Brad Pitt's in is the same. You get them all mixed up?
Yeah,
'Cause
actually,
they're all
kind of.
Brad-
He's just beautiful. You know how it is.
What? No.
Or are you the
Yeah,
type? Can you not take
in
compliments?
so many movies.
Do you get
yes.
uncomfortable when people compliment you?
No, I need you to. You're not doing it enough. There.
Okay.
Fine. I'm taking it.
Chat, I need your best compliments for Lucy in the chat so I can read them to her
Oh.
one at a time, please.
La flare.
Only the best compliments.
Lord.
Si vos las tirás afuera, te cae un chip.
Chat, you're here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to guide me into my trolldom of back to Moses. Let us not forget the goal here.
What is this? Oh, it's another mobile ad. Is this a Twitch thing, or is this like we've seen this in the past, right?
Yeah, it's got to be an extension.
Y basura.
It's very cool. Love to see more loots. Become a loot streamer today. Use
Don't
their
read
code.
the ad. It's not part of our contract. You
Oh,
gotta get
right.
extra money for that.
I'll just, yeah.
Vení por izquierda.
Lucy be looking fine AF. You gorgeous. No, I'm talking about Lucy, not me.
Punto.
Lucy has acceptable feet. There we go. That's a good one.
What the heck?
She has more hair than you. True.
Facts.
Sí, ¿no?
Longer, anyways. You've got that facial hair going on.
Derecha.
Well, you do
So
too.
gotta
It's
be
just not
great.
as noticeable.
Yeah, it's just peach fuzz.
Yeah.
I've got that, wannabe beard.
You can try hard. There's products out there. You get some.
Really, to like thicken
Just
it up.
just lather your face in Rogaine every night before bed.
Then I will be cool on that beard train.
It's very in right now to have a very
Yeah.
luscious beard.
All right. Next week I'm coming in hot with a baby beard.
Nice.
Awkward.
We can get you some testosterone.
Oh my goodness.
Drop that voice down a couple of octaves. You'll be good to go.
Ha ha ha. It's already down. I'm ready. FLKS.
Lucy, your ability to fall from Moses' fake stories is quite hilarious. Which one of my stories was
No.
fake, Blake? Which one?
Every single one. Every single one. It's fine. Stream. I've succumbed to it. I take it now. I am missing the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. Surrender. I surrender to it.
Oh, that's a long distance ump spray. This is like the beaches of Normandy with a 9mm here.
That was good control, though. However, he was able to finally get a kill.
Teammate got the backup there. Oh, there's more guys there. Get him! Oh, he's just,
No.
it's just ump murder right here. Lucifer's just like, I think I should get out, but I'm really liking this 9mm feed right into my face.
I'm hungry. Nom nom.
Hay otro, detrás del bote hay otro.
They're just gonna loot. I guess you can't really do much when you're in the
Yeah,
water.
he's just
strike
drowning.
corridor.
He's like, oh, God,
Oh.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, Lucifer. Now,
He's dead.
yeah, when you're underwater now and you're down, it's virtually impossible to get you up.
They know there's someone there, clearly.
Oh yeah, the
So
teammate.
what he's going to do is he's going to get in the boat, jump into the back seat, turn around, and shoot him.
No. Oh, the second. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I was like, if they both come swimming, that's not gonna really make much sense. That's what you do. Angle them out.
Here comes the nade.
Oh.
Oh, that looks okay.
Is there much impact from underwater?
Yeah, they can
Oh no!
Rip. And that's the game. They actually didn't get the kill for that, but the boat exploded, flew backwards, and smoked him in the face. So that's thinking with your noodle right there.
Yeah, it is. So 3 kills Not too shabby, 17 points apiece. Didn't get that fourth, but at least got rid of him and no longer a threat.
Yeah, it's definitely not a threat.
Uh,
Looking good. What's that? Your pants coming off?
yeah, it's like, I was like, what is going on here? I'm falling apart, everyone.
Keep your pants on.
Yikes. Hashtag team no pants. They're having a good old time. See, right here, a couple crates out in the water. Will you be one of those adventurous ones to go get one? We've got a couple teams already over on the west side. In boats, well, 3 now, I see. 2 are very close. Maybe they are going to go for those crates. We're going to find out. That could be in your best interest. Snag up some crate weapons.
There's the otter eating dog food again. Nom 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 nom.
I love this organic
Is this
feed.
Shadow or Fiend? This is Fiend, I believe. Fiend, I know you have a webcam. Don't be shy.
We're still shooting on the other side already.
Why so secretive, secret fiend?
Yeah, I think that the word's gotten around that we like to comment on unmade beds and whatever else.
Yeah, for sure. It's oh goodness, that's great.
That's trouble right there.
Yep, and you're dead.
Yikes.
Knock.
Ow.
Oh man.
That's
that's the second place team they just killed. So that was secret.
Good.
Fiend and Shadow there killing the second place team. So that's actually really important for them because they were the closest to them on the leaderboard. And what graphic setting is this? This truck looks like Roblox. What's going on here?
Can you check under the bridge really quickly?
Yeah,
Oh,
Shadow is
yes.
definitely not from South America.
I think I'm gonna come.
It's definitely not. I know he's a North American player.
No, right, just right under the bridge. I'm gonna come to you.
You can hear that accent coming
Yeah,
through.
that's very good English. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
he did some good American.
This guy doesn't have scope.
Oh goodness, flare in the air?
Maybe he's from
Oh
like,
my god.
I don't know,
Doesn't have one.
Tijuana or something.
Hey,
Real
maybe he
far
moved
south.
there.
I'm gonna check
Enter
under
with
the
the other
bridge.
guy.
Texas. Teja,
Otter.
if you will.
Otter having a good old time. I just can't stop. Watch. That's a yeah. That's a
smoking?
fantastic
Should I
idea.
do
Just
that?
put a GIF up for your webcam of what's cuter than an otter.
A question I've leveraged a couple of times.
Yeah.
I saw this video of a baby otter taking his first couple of swims. I just watched it on loop for like an hour.
Oh my goodness! I don't think I've ever seen a baby otter.
What?
Yeah.
Close.
You gotta show me this.
We need some choice baby otter link. Oh, you can't post links in the chat. Don't do that. You
Well-
just get bottom modded.
Put the link in, but delete the actual dot and put space dot space.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
she'll go back and look at all the baby otter. Actually, just tweet at her.
Oh, there we
At
go.
Lucy May Games. There you go.
Yeah. Please tweet me baby otter things. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Fast forward, nobody tweets anything.
Like yellow mark.
This is a great position though to be on right here. Everyone's gonna have to be coming over
Yeah.
from the north side.
Another vehicle coming past.
Yeah, they're gonna hold this area.
Nice
Oh my
control.
goodness.
It's hard to hit those like the 249 is so good
Okay.
on the bridge, but otherwise you have to really struggle sometimes to control that recoil unless you're crouched or
I'm gonna see
prone.
what
But
they did. They probably took
I think they just hold this for a while. But the issue here is that they don't have a lot of cover to work with, and it looks like the circle has shifted further onto the island.
I got two,
So they have their bridge camp set up with the vehicles, but they have to be mindful of people getting around them.
What? I think I saw about
Yeah,
car coming to us below the bridge. He's like he's stopped like an.
The best thing is watching an otter try to eat cotton candy, but the water destroys it. That was actually a raccoon. Get your otter straight. They're not all the same, all right?
oh,
There's people under the bridge on the other side.
a raccoon eating cotton candy to
Yeah,
kill him?
yeah, no, the raccoon like picks up some cotton candy and like steals it, and then it disappears in the water, and he's like looking like raccoons are real smart animals too. They're like he was looking for it, looked very sad. Pretty sure that was a raccoon. Maybe I'm wrong.
I couldn't watch that though. My heart would break.
Fast forward, baby otter being eaten by a gator.
Please don't send me those
Don't send that one.
Like this is why I don't like watching Planet Earth. You know,
Oh.
I can't.
Yeah.
I need to live in just.
He's
can't
just
know
showing
that.
you like a baby deer. Like look at this gentle baby deer, and out of nowhere like a lion comes and just
Yeah.
eats it.
Oh no.
They have to come.
And that's how nature works.
I know.
I'm on your
gosh,
left side,
I just
by the
don't want to
way.
know.
Remátalo.
Low.
Presionamos, presionamos. Está muy muerto, espérame, estoy yendo por la izquierda, espérame, estoy yendo por la izquierda, espérame.
Yes, quick stress.
Está muy muerto, no lo he matado, pero está putaleado.
I heard Morta
I know that's like death or dead or something, right?
dead.
Yes. Telling you, this is how I learn.
So this is the current leaderboard. You can see that John Secrets, the first place team, just took out EcoBlex on the EcoBlex. I mean, that's what I'm going to say. Took them out on the bridge, and that was the two top teams fighting it out.
No, WM.
So that's going to be good for them going into game number 5.
Sí.
Yeah, because if you're just joining us, you want to hit that number one spot because
Yo te cubro, ¿ya?
today could be your last day to have to compete. You could just go straight to TwitchCon next month with that number one positioning in
¿Ya puedo ir?
today's
¿Me avisas, ah?
games.
Sí, mano. Ven, ven, ven.
It's gonna be a good time.
My first TwitchCon.
I'm excited for you.
Con
You
cuidado.
better
no
vlog
hagas,
all
¿no?
the things, Moses.
Yeah, I bought a little gimbal. It was really cool. I've been talking about this nonstop. Anytime I buy a new gadget, I'm like, do you guys want to see this thing I just bought? It's so cool. Do you want to see it? No, I don't. Well, I'm going to show it to you anyway.
Everyone does. New technology is always so fun.
Yeah. We both got new phones this weekend, and we're just fawning over
Oh
them
my
like
gosh,
total nerds.
Yeah, I'm super giddy about it. Because I haven't had a new phone in forever.
She was using a flip phone, believe it or not, Chad.
Yeah, I'm still on that LCD,
Yeah, like the T9
the
typing.
digital, yeah, analog.
She's like, hey,
screen.
you ever played Snake?
I don't know what that is. but
Oh my God, you're dead.
Oh goodness!
Yeah, you're dead.
And you're blowing up.
You got
Goodbye.
blown up with a vector. Oh, they got two of them.
Nice.
Wow.
Sky Blue and Mitsuko is out.
Só ir embora agora rilando.
44 people alive still.
Tem loot de cura sim.
He's like, yeah, I just killed two guys with a vector in their vehicle. Wow, he's inspecting the plumbing here.
Yeah, Anonymous by himself again.
This, what is that?
Very
What is that?
curious.
You know what that looks like to me?
To the rust. It looks like a flower.
That's not true. You know it's not.
A dying flower. Wilted over.
A limp flower, if you will.
Yeah. Oh my boy. Oh my. This otter. So cute.
Yep.
Yep. Wow. What is happening here? What's he trying? Oh yeah, because you can't really see through the wall of the blue.
Oh yeah, good.
moment
That's a
anymore.
better word. A flaccid flower, if you will.
Gosh dang it, you guys! You know that
There's so much
you know how I
food
learned what that word really
What's that?
what meant was I made an emote for my channel
Yeah.
at one
There might
point,
be at least
and
one
everyone
thing
in
from
chat said it
Clever.
looks like they use that word, and I was like,
What?
what does that even
What
mean?
word?
Flaccid, I think.
That's a-
Oh,
that's a-
oh, there was another word attached to it,
I'm kind of
but I'm not
scared
gonna
now if they're
say it out loud.
coming
What
back
word
with
was
that.
it? I'm excited.
I am not saying it. And I just didn't know what either of those words were. I had to
One day.
Google it.
Well, you had to Google what was. What are we Googling? This story is missing a key piece of information that makes no
is.
sense.
It is. It's a word that's not common, but I didn't know what it meant, so I had to Google it. And I was like, oh my gosh, my emote looks
What-
like this?
What? Okay, now I'm really interested. What word are you talking about? Are we talking about the word flaccid still? Oh! He's come out of the bathtub and into the fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice cooking that nade.
That was wide. Oh my God, get him. There we go.
Nonetheless, there you go. Make him
Lady-
uncomfortable.
oh, poor Lady Karen. Just dominated once again. To the bathroom he returns.
To his anonymity.
Yeah, the whole chat is now asking what the emote was.
Oh, my emote itself was a bullet,
Okay. That was
but the way that I had with the fire spray out of the bullet,
Oh,
out
got
of the
it.
weapon, I mean.
Yeah.
But I made it with an actual bullet with a casing still on it, which
Oh.
isn't IRL, right? There's no.
No, yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, FLKS. Goodbye.
Yeah. For the most part, you see bullets without casings on them these days.
Yikes. Anyhow, but I did it just so you knew it was a bullet. But the way that I had put it all together, I guess just wasn't, it was awkward. And I was like, okay, I did not realize that. Fast forward now onto another topic. Great. Gabrielle Baptiste.
Oh, here we are.
Died.
Just when you thought just when you thought it was over.
I was trying to move past it, and this anonymous,
So what are we looking at here,
Man.
Lucy?
we are looking at a faucet head.
Tá com cor.
Have you ever seen one up that close?
No.
Me neither.
I was trying to think of any case scenario that I would.
Você quer mais um kit? Eu tô com 3.
In a shack, healing up.
Eu te dei um aquela hora que eu não sabia se você ia conseguir.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God.
Anonymous.
He's the bathroom assassin. He's just like, I only leave the bathroom to murder.
This is why you do not run upstairs, everyone, because the murderer is always upstairs.
Here goes another nade right on target.
Goodness. It's like it's another day. Another body.
So if this guy comes
There he is.
bursting out of a bathroom with a gun, what do? This guy specifically. Oh, flashbang!
run.
He's got a nade in his hand. Ah! Oh, he still got him!
Oh my goodness.
Que cego, porra, Larry! Toca aqui, mano! É nóis!
Yeah, I agree with whatever that is.
Tá de vento, Larry?
Translation, chat.
Respeita, porra!
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Minha casa assim, porra. Faz nada.
That was.
Should I have been booping a lot of that?
Yeah, I don't. That was nuts. The bathroom assassin. Doesn't matter if he's blind or not, he will land that grenade right on your lap from the looks of it.
The anonymous bathroom assassin. Going ham with that M249.
Yeah, he's actually
I think he died. Yeah, that's
Morse
dead.
code.
He said, I am
really bad.
killing you
Yeah, we can
Goodbye.
just play on the airplanes.
in Morse code.
I think we should just go now.
Yeah.
So now we're moved. Oh man, this is the worst circle. Well, no, it's actually one of the worst because there's no cover. You have the planes, like the destroyed planes on the back end, and then you have this open field in the fence line. So if I'm Shadow and Fiend, I bet they're gonna crash the fence line at the back or use the planes. But it's gonna be an open run for those guys on the south side, which makes it really difficult.
Yeah, if you're on the south side, you definitely want to rush that
Fence line
area.
Yeah, use the divot.
Otherwise,
but you get caught there though. That's the
right,
issue,
but if that's your best bet,
Yeah.
otherwise, even like the optimal idea would be to get to a broken airplane piece. Find that cover where you are able to put a little piece behind you and still be able to see out front. Have your teammate be able to get the other LOS that you can't access.
So do you think that Anonymous is going to be as effective now that he's been forced out of the bathroom?
Now that he's not anonymous anymore.
Yeah. He's
Not sure.
he's going to be forced out into the open, away from the faucet he's grown so fond of.
Can someone go in his chat and ask him what or if you're from his chat, definitely please fill us
here we
in
go.
on what his fascination was with the goodness. We see that a lot.
Yeah. Just get stuck on the edge, get third partied. Happens a lot.
Well, you're getting shot in the side of the head and they don't move.
There he
Happens
is.
so fast.
On the motorcycle. Oh, he's going to stop and check the crate's been looted. A little bit of a problem there. Very fast. Very efficient on this motorcycle. He's made his way in, but now he's got to decide where he wants to go. He's got a marker down. So he's going to use this ridge divot area and chill for a minute.
Well, and that's the great thing about the bike is you still have that transportation for the get up and go.
Yeah.
I see somebody over there.
Yeah.
But
You gotta set it up.
you don't, well, that is the downside to it. However, it's because it's laying down, it's not visible from across very easily.
Yeah.
From anybody that could be scoping around. Like, he sees that UAZ just across from him, so he is assuming there's somebody over there. So it gives him a little bit more camouflage and anonymity
Yep.
to the area.
So his teammate's down and dead. The AWM grabbing him, and now he's just kind of peeking around, waiting for the smoke to dissipate on the edge of the blue. He's got the zone here. They can't use it for cover for much longer, but they could get around him on the low side of that ridge to his southeast. There it is.
Oh, and they're both twinsies with the shroud jacket.
Nice. Yeah, he's got this guy zoned entirely. Just needs to spam it.
Yeah.
Just wait. He's on the short side of the zone, though, so it's going to take a while for them to get pushed out, but he's got that ridge to use. So if I'm him, I'm actually moved to that left side tree.
There we go. Grenade. Oh, or
No,
not.
he decided not to. Yeah, go left, my friend. Go left. He's worried about behind him.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
So I guess they weren't able to get that res up, then just took out the remaining player
Yeah,
who
the
was
smoke went away.
stressed out because the blue is incoming, just running around frantically.
Creo que desde las casas.
Oh, back to Anonymous.
Big fan of getting up close and personal with random inanimate objects here.
The
Ooh.
treading on this tire is fantastic, but he has a vehicle,
So
and
yeah.
you could go, well, that's, like you were saying, it's good it's moving away from the actual base. It is now a bunch of trees. It's not a great
little bit.
spot, but it's better.
It's better, but
Little
yeah,
more definitely.
that means that all the hard cover could potentially come out of the last circle after this next shift. So he has to decide now: does he want to run and push that gap on the south side, and use the coastline, or just run straight with the trees? Looks like he's going to opt to go straight, but that's going to be tough for him because once you get past that group of buildings, you're just in the open. There's no cover whatsoever, and for the people that have probably held on to that compound, oh, nice spray.
And the downfall of wearing the shroud jacket,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah, it's bright blue. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Very easy to see.
Super easy. Oh, is he gonna take this?
He might take the UAZ because I mean this is a factor too where you want to have vehicle for cover as we see now Shadow and Secret headed to that fence line as we anticipated.
Yeah.
But now they can move along and kind of go to the eastern side.
That's what I was thinking. You just go straight to the east side.
But it's a straight line of sight on that fence. So
No, Papaya.
that's Parva.
Oh, Parva.
Yeah, Papaya was
Oh, I
last
got a little.
week.
Yeah, you're right.
So good. He's gonna die. He's gonna die to the zone with these guys. It looks like he's gonna be to the zone. Oh, he make it actually? No,
Oh, no.
didn't quite. So Shadow and Fiend holding onto this fence line. They got the crate there. I don't know if they've managed to loot it yet, but they've got the UAZ as well. So typically, what you'll see in this level of play with these pro players is
Okay.
dog, please. I'm trying to talk here. As they'll crash that UAZ into the fence line in a T shape and use it for cover, but they'll lose it eventually. So you're kind of hard committing to that spot. Oh baby, with the Groza right in the face.
Press Rosa. No!
Oh!
What were you saying about the Groza yesterday?
It's garbage, and it still is.
It's the press.
good.
I love this gun.
Groza sucks.
It's amazing.
So this is the issue now. So they're going to be able to med, but now that when they leave this compound, they're going to be forced literally wide into the open. And if they don't have a vehicle, they're going to be sitting ducks.
Goodness. Somebody feed this dog. Look at all the crates. If you're just joining us, we are playing game mode voted in by the chat called Raining Crates, as you'll notice on the map there.
Hold
crates
on.
everywhere.
Someone's breaking in my house, but I'm very committed right now. So there it is, the UAZ setup, as expected. So they have
Very
cover.
nice.
They have cover on both sides. It's smart, but they're on the edge of the zone, so they can use this as mobile cover as well.
What?
Chernobyl's just like,
Yeah.
I'm good here. He's actually not. Is he in the zone? He's got his teammate there too. Oh, and he's by himself. There's
Yeah.
another team right next to him in the little shack there.
They're playing it very passive, because that's an easy kill right there. This is the
I see
best
there
PUBG
is still people.
otter
Oh, I saw
player NA,
one. Yeah,
or
on the
SA, I
100,
should say,
100
sorry.
by the rock. He's coming down.
It's perfectly looped as well. Just constantly
He's on
eating the
rock.
dog food.
Like on yellow mark.
Not even looking at the dog food. He's like, I know it's there.
The fluidity
Yeah.
is motion,
Oh, there it is.
commitment
These
to the
kids
dog food.
are probably camping in that little tower.
Yeah, I think we just like car wall on yellow mark.
Yeah, they're talking about moving their vehicle cover up.
What is that, a tree?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
Just the tree, and there is a ridge to the right side of it.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Whoa, what,
Shit,
what,
we just got jet. Yeah,
Where?
I'm boosting.
Ooh,
Oh my
took
God,
one there from the M20 or the Car 98. So this is Gabito and Pio moving out from the compound, like we were talking about. So it's kind of open and flat,
Did we lose Anonymous?
and we may have. He's dead.
Oh, he
We
is.
lost him. So the bathroom man, he had a good run, but didn't make it. So that's Secret and Fiend and Shadow's position. They just scoped out.
10 alive.
Checking every crate. Looking at the edge of the zone, looking for snakes.
That's the plus side too to the Raining Crates game mode is these crates act as cover.
Yep, that's
And
true.
very helpful right now in these open areas and making your rotations and crosses. Shaq is having all the
Steal that-
action.
he's
Get the
trying to
kill.
steal that kill there.
Oh, might be a little too late. Oh,
Ooh, they're in trouble though. The zone's closing on them. Nice. Nice!
nice. Picking up those 2 kills.
There's
Oh,
another one.
hello, and another.
Oh!
Oh,
That's a dodge right there. He's not moving.
he has no idea.
Nice. So picking up
Gabriel.
kills. This is where this area of the map becomes so difficult because it's just open areas. There's so many sight lines you have to worry about. So now it's a 2v2, I believe, plus potentially another duo, but looks like solo on the north side there. So now Shadow and Fiend, again, looking to secure a victory that likely will secure them the whole tournament here in this game number 4. Pio and Gabito already taking a ton of damage.
Oh my God, he's one.
And the pro team here of Fiend and Shadow.
Nice.
I want to meet this otter at
tree.
TwitchCon.
He's on that tree.
They better be
Yeah.
there.
I've met Fiend in the past. He's not an otter. And there's another kill coming in,
I think.
potentially.
Hold the tree.
I think that's a dead guy.
This fucking kid's dead.
Whoa,
Or it's not. Oh,
the tree's alive. The dead guy's alive all of
Yeah.
a sudden.
He's in the smoke. He's in the resin.
Just
Shooting east,
spamming
running
away
on the open.
with
Yeah.
the SLR.
Edge of the
Yep,
blue.
yep, yep, yep.
Yes, east.
There we go.
oh my goodness.
That was the solo, so it's a 2v2v1 at this stage. I don't know if they got Pio or Gabito.
There's 2 in the blue.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us, and there's what, 1 solo.
Yeah, on your
Yeah.
north side.
These cars have been super beneficial to their rotations for this circle, this ending, like you said, it's just not ideal.
So these are the 2v2 situation. Pio and Gabito taking fire from Shadow with that AWM. Very good gear on these two. I believe Gabito and Pio have the ridge to work with. They're not too worried. But they're looking for that solo. You can see Lobbox way on the top right of your screen there at the fence line. And this circle has gone to Shadow and Fiend, so they have to basically defend this push. If they had any smokes left, I would say throw them at the base of the ridge, then run over to the tree line, try and get away from them the other side of the circle. They have a crate there they can work with cover. But it's going to be a matter now of Fiend and Shadow setting up their vehicle cover on the inside of the zone. Looks like they're going to do that. With Lobbox, though, he's got a nice spot. He has to move a little bit to get into the new zone. And just like that, Fiend taking fire on his vehicle movement, but he's got lots of time and space. I don't know what kind of utility Pio and Gabito have, but nothing's coming out. They're standing still in the open. They do hit Fiend with a headshot with that M24. So that's going to get them a bit of an opening here. Shadow's a little bit further away. This is looking okay for Pio and for Gabito, but they really have to get some utility down. They have some flashbangs and stuff, but it's just not happening. And here comes the other vehicle. That's Shadow moving up, and if he's not careful, he'll get popped. But looks like they've got a good spot here. And even if they blow those vehicles up, it's going to be hard cover in this last zone, and they've got the ridge to work with as well.
Blowing it up would almost be beneficial for them.
Yeah, they're going to do. Oh, nice shot there as well. Tagged them. They're not going quietly here as Gabito or Pio. Ooh, looking for more. Maybe Lawbox now maybe getting involved. They're a little bit worried about that fence line on the north side. Circle is closing.
Probably behind the UAZs, healing up.
He's in the open. Yeah, they really need some smokes down here, but it's just they might not have it. They just might not have it.
Not a terrible time to rotate. Put some damage down on.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
There.
He's going to push hard with those grenades. That's very bold. He takes one errant shot, and he's going to go down. So they got the smokes down in the right spot, and they're going to switch out their vests and helmets, which is good for them. So they've smoked out Fiend and Shadow very well, and they're managing to close the gap. They've gone the exact direction, I think. And what a great smoke wall set up here as well. And they're getting pushed on the reverse side. This is very bold here. Here comes the shot. It's flicking, not landing. The spam. Go full auto, friend. It's time to get serious.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he goes down just like that. There's a follow-up shot. He's going to land one, and he gets him down. Now it's a 1v1. It's going to be Fiend going for it, but he will lose it. That's Shadow and Fiend going down, and now a 2v1. The res coming out from Gabito. What a misplay. Unfortunately, they went wide out of cover, didn't use their UAS as they expected them to flank, and it did not happen. So that was a very bold move there by Shadow, but you got to wonder, is it going to matter at this stage? They secure themselves another top 3 position, just like that. Lowbox is going to go get involved. Jumps out. He knows it's a 2v1 now.
Yeah, that was a perfect Lowbox paying attention to the kill feed, realizing that would have been that was the perfect opportunity to make his rotation while they were all trying to res each other, get healed up for the next engagement here. 1v2. Lowbox holding this ridgeline is not too terrible. No,
he's got a spot in the zone. It's going to be hard for him to win this, but Pio and Gabito have taken a lot of damage thus far, but they do have the ability to loot, which I guess Gabito is going to go do. Late game looting here, but it's slowed down just due to the fact that this circle is just a meat grinder. You can't stay alive in this area. So a lot of time and space for these two remaining teams, and for Lowbox, he's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, and at the moment, Lowbox shows himself by firing either of those players on the other side. I mean, he's going to reveal his position, and then they're just going to angle him out, line of sight. It's going to be really tough for him to get out of that. So he's going to have to hope that he can get a sneaky kill on one of them, or down at least. Handicap that, bring it to a 1v1.
It appears that all the 12-year-olds I was talking about have appeared in the chat.
Oh, no!
Lowbox, and he's got the ridge held, but they're just waiting now. Just waiting for him to show up.
Yep.
They know it's a 2v1, so.
Hanging out, holding the circle down.
Thanks, Lady Mendo.
Sheep, ¿decís?
Oh, his vest is all jacked up.
Playing the safe game here, you might think that some teams could make that push, running around frantically trying to find that last player. But they're just going to go ahead and opt to just hang tight.
Come on, Lowbox. Just get it together, man.
Oh, here they go.
They're just going to push out and go find him.
There he is!
Oh, surprise!
And gets the kill. Nice.
Bien, bien.
See?
Bien,
He's got
carajo, bien.
well, look what happens when you commit to the kill. Just kidding.
Another
So,
one on top.
Papas, congratulations.
Way to go. That was